This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's convert.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Let's convert.
Again, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tannehill on 3rd down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Levante David leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Second down, Winston. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They get it to him running left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Gone! Here we go now. 3
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Sims. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up.
On 1st down, Osweiler flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Blue 90. Over. Leopard. Over.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Set. Green.
Play action. It's Osweiler. He sets to fire deep. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Osweiler to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's going to be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Now it's Wilson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Osweiler on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver. There, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. second and 10. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Tannehill forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That was a nice catch. But unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll run here with Sims. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 15.
Zebra. Set. 40. Hey, 20.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, it's Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On first down, Tannehill. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Tannehill on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They go play action here on first down. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Watson has it right side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On third down, that's Rodgers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He hits Rodgers in the flat, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. On third down, it's Rodgers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Akeem Spence breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tannehill hands to Dre. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.